In running, we often talk about pronation, overpronation or underpronation. But do you know what these terms actually mean? It is a very simple question itself, but it might be hard to explain. Let's try to break it down. Before we start, we encourage you to subscribe if you like our videos. We have a lot of new uploads coming soon. So we start with the human body structure. Humans have limbs, arms and legs. In turn, limbs have joints, like elbows, knees and shoulders. The thing is, these joints are responsible for the movements we make, and they can bend or unbend. But they have a second function too, which is rotation. It is a little more complicated because it doesn't happen only in the joint, but we will skip this to keep everything easy. Okay, we have separated bending and unbending. Let's name the rotation types as well. To make things easier, scientists decided to separate inward rotation from outward. They called an inward rotation of any joint pronation. In turn, an outward rotation became supination. So congrats, now you know what pronation is. But let's continue with the foot specifically. There isn't much rotation, and it mostly happens right here, between the heel bone and the foot. Rotation makes the arch of the foot go up and down. Okay, so this inward movement is called pronation, and this outward movement is supination. Because of this rotation, we can see movements of the ankle. To be more specific, we can see a certain angle between the leg and the heel. Let's try to draw this. So rotation in the foot changes this angle, and here is what we call pronation, while this is supination. If our foot creates this angle after the landing and rotation, we runners call it neutral pronation. This angle is overpronation, while this is underpronation. Congrats again! Now you also know what does over and underpronation actually mean. But we are moving on. First of all, we need to understand that all pronation types are natural. Do not panic or rush to buy specialized running shoes if you do not have neutral pronation. We will cover these running shoes later. The next thing is, neutral pronation is the most efficient type for fast running. It happens because people with neutral pronation use the whole foot evenly and efficiently during the transition. That is why you need to pay special attention to the running drills that improve your running technique. Let's also cover the supination and understand why it is extremely rare. This movement is totally different from what we use every day. You can try it yourself with a special exercise like this. We think it goes without saying that such a movement is unnatural for the vast majority of people. The next topic is injuries. If you are an experienced runner, you do not need to worry about pronation at all. In fact, you are probably risk-free because you have been running for a long time. But it is the new runners with overpronation that might get injured when they start running. It happens because this angle creates additional pressure on the inner foot, leading to injuries. And here's where running brands come into play, offering specialized shoes with reinforced inner side. It creates kind of a wedge, an additional element that limits excessive rotation. It simply cannot go lower than this level. When you're an experienced runner, your inner foot is strong and developed, and doesn't need extra support. In this case, this wedge might even create additional problems. This was confirmed by Nike, who said Infinity running shoes are safer than Structure. And the last thing is flat foot. You probably understand that shape doesn't have anything to do with rotation. We can look at our hands and see that shape doesn't affect rotation at all. As a result, runners with flat foot don't need to buy running shoes from the support segment. So here it is. Now you know what pronation means. You also know different pronation types and can easily answer any question on this topic. If something became clearer, we encourage you to share this video with your running friends or just anyone interested in this. Feel free to subscribe if you like what we do. The new season has almost started and we have a lot of new running videos coming soon. And that's it for today. Stay well and enjoy running.